So the uniqueness of it, there's somebody told me that the horse replaces like 20 pieces of PT equipment. So you got all in this one package, which I really thought was unique.
There's a pretty big lack of general knowledge when it comes to hippotherapy, and there is definitely a need to educate others on the benefits of this field. OTs have a big purpose in this field, as hippotherapy has the ability to impact ADLs and performance skills in children of all ages and all populations. It's a very non-traditional form of animal therapy by using horses, but there is historical significance. It dates back many years to treating ailments for individuals, and hippotherapy provides a lot of transferable skills that clients can apply into their routines, occupations, and self-care. So why not expand our perspective on therapy animals?
Lauren Bossy, and I've been an OT since 1990, and I specialize in hand therapy. So really, I'm hand therapist since I started almost. And then the hippotherapy, I loved horses, and I loved, gave me a chance to work with horses and work with children a little bit more. And so that was just a hobby for me. So I worked at a center for 20 years.
So, what makes hippotherapy unique? Compared to traditional therapy interventions, the horse's rhythmic gait mimics human walking, providing sensory input that can help to improve balance, coordination, and strength. Additionally, riding on a horse simulates sight, touch, proprioception, and cognitive functions like focus and attention. Lastly, it's holistic and enjoyable, promoting emotional well-being through outdoor activities and animal interaction.
So what is hippotherapy? Hippotherapy is an interdisciplinary approach which uses physical therapy, occupational therapy, and speech-language pathology with clinical reasoning and evidence-based practice to use equine movement as a therapy tool to engage sensory, neuromotor, and cognitive systems to promote functional outcomes. So this is different from adaptive or therapeutic riding because adaptive riding's purpose is to teach riding skills or allow participation in horseback riding generally. So this includes riding lessons for individuals with special needs and does not provide rehabilitation like hippotherapy does.
You have the motor, the motion of the horse. You have all the sensory aspects of, being outside or being in a ring, and the touch and the sounds and the smells. So it's just the horse mimics the pelvic motion for these kids for walking. So that was a really important part of the input for the clients. We had about a 30 to 40 minute session. And what I would usually do, and really regardless of diagnosis, I would tend to incorporate a little bit of grooming at the end because I think that's so important for them to have a different perspective, being on top of the horse or being next to the horse, being able to touch, in different places, and the eye contact with the horse, is so amazing.
In 2011, AOTA recognizes hippotherapy as an intervention for occupational therapy. However, there are specific requirements of this intervention. The intervention must be used by occupational therapy practitioners as long as the following conditions are met. The intervention is based on an appropriate occupational therapy evaluation, is incorporated into a general occupational therapy program, and the plan of care aligns with the overarching mission of occupational therapy to support engagement in daily activities and occupational performance. Documentation must include the client's goals and outcomes within this intervention. Horseback riding aimed at achieving the skill of riding would not fall under the umbrella of occupational therapy, but interventions should be focused on goals such as dynamic balance, which translate into daily activities and occupations.
And promoting her to be a little bit more independent and not rely on her volunteers.
Seeing Brianna smiling with so much joy and pride and happiness, my fear went away. And that is because of the Shea Center.
Not only am I more confident in my abilities, but I also feel a sense of freedom and independence that I didn't have before. It has improved my overall quality of life and opened up so many new opportunities for me.
I am a voice coach. I am a trailblazer. I am a social inspiration. I am a force for working with.
Without Shea, I don't think I would be able to achieve all those dreams. Hippotherapy has truly been life-changing.